Hi dears, how are you? Today I am going to tell a story, The Fox and the Grapes, a moral story. Okay, first I tell you, please subscribe my channel. What was the fox and the grapes? Listen here. A hungry fox once looked everywhere for food. A hungry fox was walking, searching for food. He couldn't find anything until he stumbled upon a farmer's wall. He couldn't find anything to eat. He saw big purple juicy grapes. He saw He saw a juicy grapes, a big purple juicy grapes. It was so tasty. A big purple juicy grapes. He jumped as high as possible to reach the grapes. He wanted to get it because so he jumped to the grapes, but he couldn't get it. No matter how many times he tried so many times, but he couldn't get it. He failed. Finally, he gave up and went home. Thinking to himself. What was he thinking? That the grapes must have been sour anyway. So he couldn't get it. What was the moral here? Nothing comes easy. Do not hate what you can't have. What was it? Nothing comes easy. Do not hate what you can't have. This is the moral of the fox and the grapes story. Okay. What was the next? The proud prose. What was the proud prose? In the desert existed a rose and the cactus. Two plants, rose and the cactus, living in the desert. Are living in the desert. The beautiful rose would take every opportunity to insult the cactus. The beautiful rose every time to insult the cactus. The other plants tried to defend the cactus. To defend the cactus. But the rose was too obsessed with its own looks. She is very beautiful. So the rose was too obsessed. There was no water during a particularly hot summer. In hot summer in the desert, there was no water during a particularly hot summer. The rose started to wither away. But the cactus had become a source of water for sparrows. But the cactus got a water from source of water. The rose asked the cactus for water. And the nice cactus readily agreed. Ready to agree to give the water to rose. What was the moral of the proud prose here? Never judge someone according to how they look. Okay, this is a moral of proud prose. Okay, then what was the next? The Milkmaid and Her Pale. What was the Milkmaid and Her Pale? You know Milkmaid. Molly, the name of a milkmaid. Molly, the milkmaid's job was to milk the cows and sell the milk at the market. What was her job? To milk the cows and sell the milk at the market. She started thinking about the things she would spend her money on. She started to think what was she would spend her money on. While walking to the market, she spotted a chicken and thought that she could earn more money by buying a chicken and selling its eggs. On the way walking on the market, she spotted a chicken and she thought that she could earn more money buying a chicken and selling its eggs. She started to think how jealous she could make the other milkmaid with all the things she could buy from the milk and egg money. She started to think how the jealous other milkmaid, she could make other milkmaid with all the things she could buy from the milk and egg money. She started to skip in excitement. She thinking that time she excited. That time he jumped. She started to skip in excitement. And soon the milk spilled over. The milk all fell down. The milk spilled over. She went home with empty pails and no money. She returned back home and with the empty pails. She has no money now. The milk full or fell down. Fell down. Her mother then reminds her that she shouldn't count her chicken until they hatch. Her mother then reminds her that she shouldn't count her chicken until they hatch. Okay, this is the story of Milkmaid and Her Pail. What was the moral here? Do not depend on something until you are sure it will happen. This is the moral of Milkmaid and Her Pail. Do not depend on something until you are sure it will happen. Okay, this is the story of the Milkmaid and Her Pail. Okay, then I stop the storytelling here. Please subscribe my channel. Okay, thank you.